Hi guys, I'm back with another Project Pan Makeup Use Up Makeup Empties progress video. The last one I did was about, I say almost 6 weeks ago, and I finished a lot since then. So we're gonna get started. As I mentioned in my empties video, I won't be talking about these items at all in my empties video for the rest of the year. So if you are interested in makeup empties, you're to come to these videos, and we're just gonna talk about a bunch of makeup if you guys are down with that. Alright, so the first thing I finished up, and a lot of the stuff is for my Finish 18 by election day, which I finished halfway through the project. And a bunch of this stuff was used as a part of that project. So this is the e.l.f. Instant Brow Pencil. I'm already using another one, but this one lasted me, no joke, like 14 months. And this is all that's left, but it's like really hard to use. And it has a little spoolie, and I'm actually wearing it today. And it just does such a great job, guys. I'm telling you, like, it is such a great product, and I believe it's $3 or $2. The bomb. By the way, all of this that you're looking at, if I'm not mistaken and my count is correct, I finished 75 makeup empties this year. Might be 76 now. Yeah, somewhere in there, pretty close to 80. Continuing with face. And from that project, the Bare Minerals Fairly Light Foundation. Obviously, I'm not fairly light, but this was something that I had, and I used it. There's a little bit left in here. I used it as a highlight and like a brightening treatment under my eyes, and it worked so well, and it was so beautiful. I really enjoyed that. And then I finished, as a part of that project as well, the e.l.f. Contouring Blush and Bronzing Powder, and I finished the blush part, sorry. This is like a dupe for NARS Orgasm. I've used so many of these duos. They're $3. They're awesome. People talk about it on YouTube quite often. And part of that project this was a part of the lip project I did with my friend Mary. This is the Vaseline Creme Brulee Lip Therapy. This was awesome. And I think this was the last item that I finished as part of the Election Day project pan. But this is Urban Decay 24/7 in Demolition. It's brown. I don't know if you guys have noticed this yourself, once you get to this point of the pencil, it's really dry. So that's why I have that tiny bit left, because it was hurting my eyes. I finished a bunch of these sample Urban Decay eye primers. I finished Sin, which I love. It's my favorite eyeshadow of all time. I now have the Too Faced Shadow Insurance and Champagne, and very comparable. And the Too Faced is a little bit easier to use in that it blends out a lot easier and doesn't make a mess of your eyes. Obviously, the original I love, and then the Eden I'm not a fan of. And I won't even use it anymore. I have to look at my stash and see if I have any more, because I'm not using the Eden anymore. I know some people call that their holy grail, but I don't like it. I think if you have a yellow tone to your eyelids, or like redness or something, it would be nice. It doesn't work for me. This I'm just getting rid of because it's starting to shed. It's the e.l.f. bronzing brush. I actually use this to apply masks, and it's starting to shed, so it's time to go. It is a makeup empty. And then the Eco Tools Makeup Brush Cleansing Cloth. These I don't like. I mentioned earlier in this year's makeup empties, I used the Wet n Wild brush wipes, and those are phenomenal. This one was a little bit drier, and I don't think it cleansed as thoroughly as the Wet n Wild. So definitely check out the Wet n Wild if you're looking for a product like that. Nails, I don't even know what brand this is. Oh, Simple Pleasures. Nail polish remover pads. I did not like these. They came from Kohl's. I like the LA Colors that you can get at the Dollar Tree, as well as the e.l.f. This is a sad empty. This is the Jewel Up Polish in Sienna. Classic with a twist. Wow, this is from 2013. My mom gave this to me. There's like nothing, even though it's on the outside, you can barely get anything on the brush every time. I did just apply it one more time to my toes. And yeah, there's just barely, yeah, this is done. I'm really sad. The Jewel polishes, $14, but they're good. And they last. That lasted me 3 years. And I use it on my toes, like, almost every single time. Okay, some mascaras. The color CoverGirl Full Lash Bloom. It was alright. This is the brush, and honestly, I had an issue with the brush. A lot of times it would poke me in here, it would make a mess. I don't think it was that great. I really don't. And then what I did like was this Wet n Wild Fergie Turn Up the Volume Full Blast Mascara. I got this at the Dollar Tree. When I first used it, I wasn't sure about it, but then I loved it. The brush is pretty similar to the other one, but the formula is more wet consistency, and it was just like it's almost there's barely any left in this. That's why this is an empty. Yeah, I can't use it. It's so volumizing. When it says turn up the volume, it really does. I mean, if I could find that again at the Dollar Tree, I probably would buy it. And then the last is the Ico London Fat Liquid Eyeliner. And my mom got this in a Birchbox, and she doesn't use stuff like this. Never used liquid liner in my life. I now have the Kat Von D Trooper on. Not sure how I feel because I'm so used to a wand like this. This made it so easy, and it's a lot harder with the Kat Von D, the little brush. I'm not sure how I feel. I've been also using a Stila liquid liner in brown. That's that tiny brush too. It's hard, guys. It's hard. I feel like you get a little bit of a gap, and then you have to go back, and I don't know, this is a lot less effort. I believe this was like a $14 or $18 value, so that really put my makeup empties value up, and I know I'm over $500. Let me look really quickly. If you're not familiar, I have an Empties for Days Instagram where I post all of my empties, and yes, I'm at $549.55 for makeup empties this year. I have since already completed all of my makeup use-up goals, but I usually just do this as a video just to talk specifically about makeup empties. So, hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you're doing well emptying, and I'll talk to you later.